It happened again during this decade, in part because of how we deregulated the financial services sector. After we repealed outmoded rules instead of updating them, we were left overseeing 21st century innovation with 20th century regulations. When subprime mortgage lending took a reckless and unsustainable turn, a patchwork of regulators systematically and deliberately eliminated the regulations protecting the American people, and they failed to raise warning flags that could have protected investors and pensions American workers count on. This was not the invisible hand of the market at work. These cycles of bubble and bust were symptoms of an ideology that my opponent is running to continue. John McCain has spent decades in Washington supporting financial institutions instead of their customers. In fact, one of the biggest proponents of deregulation in the financial sector is Phil Gramm. This is the man who helped write John McCain's economic plan, the same man who said that we're going through a mental recession, the same man who called the United States of America a nation of whiners. So it's hard to understand how Senator McCain is going to get us out of this crisis by doing the same things with the same old players. Make no mistake, my opponent is running for 4 more years of policies that will throw the economy further out of balance. His outrage at Wall Street would be more convincing if he wasn't offering them more tax cuts. His call for fiscal responsibility would be believable if he wasn't for more tax cuts for the wealthiest Americans and more of a $1 trillion war in Iraq paid for with deficit spending and borrowing from foreign creditors like China. John McCain's newfound support for regulation bears no resemblance to his scornful attitude towards oversight and enforcement. John McCain can't be trusted to reestablish proper oversight of our financial markets for one simple reason. He has shown time and again that he does not believe in it. So, what has happened these last 8 years is not some historical anomaly. We know what to expect if we try these policies for another 4. When lobbyists run your campaign, the special interests end up gaming the system. When the White House is hostile to any kind of oversight, corporations cut corners and consumers pay the price. When regulators are chosen for their disdain of regulation, and we gut the ability of regulators to enforce the law, then the interests of the American people are not protected. It's an ideology that intentionally breeds incompetence in Washington and irresponsibility on Wall Street. And it is time to turn the page and put an end to it. This morning, instead of offering up concrete plans to solve these issues, Senator McCain offered up the oldest Washington stunt in the book. You pass the buck to a commission to study the problem. Now here's the thing, this isn't 9/11. We know how we got into this mess. What we need now is leadership that gets us out. I'll provide it, John McCain won't. And that's the choice for Americans in this election.
Barack Obama there in Golden, Colorado. He's speaking at the Colorado